What's your advice to building the modern day brand?
I mean, honestly, it's like throw it on the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah.
Literally, we, started our company and you kind of, like you said, you figure out your audience just by doing it. Like that would be the biggest advice. Start.
Yeah. And we have clients that we work with individually that we do wardrobe and interiors and events. And so we literally come in and show you how to be fabulous on a budget. So we'll redo your wardrobe, redo your house, and saving money is the key. So we really took all of that expertise and actually doing it in real life and kind of now are just going and putting it on the internet and saying, you can get this look too. Anybody can do it.
And what's fun about it, and we've gotten to do a few different shows, is that we get to do an interior show, we get to do a fashion show, we get to do a beauty show, and then we get to do the hot list, which is weekly, and talk about all of it. So it's fun. We get to I don't know, really do that. And I don't know, I would say the ticket for us in building a brand, because it's lifestyle, is getting to touch on all these different things. Whereas if it was like a TV show, it would only be one thing. You wouldn't be able to do all these different shows like that.
And how much content are you creating every day with your blog and even with the video?
We film pretty much every single day.
Okay.
So, and then we blog every single day too. So
only one blog post a day?
Gosh, now you make me feel like a slacker, like an underachiever. I'm like, only one blog post a day. I'm like, that's hard enough, believe me.
It is hard enough. It's just the two, and it's just the two of us.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a videographer that we work with and a wonderful editor that we work with when we're not working with the hot list.
Yeah.
They're all freelance. We just,
So, but it's just Mary and I. So, come up with the concept, come up with the story, go shopping for everything we might need,
Make sure it looks the way we want it to look. Like we talked about having a distinct look and having something the way we want it to be and how we want to come off. And I mean, it's really a lot to kind of wrap your head around.
And then on top of that, have to worry about looking okay on camera. And I don't have lipstick on my teeth or something. Like you shoot the whole day and you're like, oh man, I didn't see that.
I have a bump,
But that's why people have stylists and these TV crews have these huge budgets, but we're not there yet, but we're.
It's okay. That's what makes it great.
That's what
you don't need to be there.
Right,
to real.
Exactly. It makes
stuff.
it real, which I think people on YouTube really appreciate. And we actually did a blooper reel for You Look Hot, the hot list, and it was so funny. And some of the comments were great because these girls were like, "Wow, that's so cool that you would put that out there. That you're not perfect and you're not this like hosty, like we're a mess and we have a good time and it shows and we'll show you all of our mess ups." And I think people appreciate that being really real.
Well, and we've gotten so many letters and different, Instagrams and different girls that get to speak to us because it is online and they can communicate with you. And it's just amazing,
It's so
amazing. Get to be real, and then it makes them feel better about themselves too.
What production tips do you have for people who are wanting to get started as vloggers or in the beauty and fashion world?
I would say collaboration, but not just with other channels, but there's student filmmakers. Yeah. There's different people trying to get their artwork out and need hosts, need people to do it with. So trying to network, it sounds cheesy, but just get out there and meet people that want to create content too.
Mary's right. I mean, to access interns or students that are in film school or that can help with the camera and that can use it for their reel, and then you can use it, for your content as well. I think that would be like the budget friendly way to do it.
Absolutely. And I mean, Lee and I met as friends and we just naturally evolved this business, but even getting together with somebody who's doing something similar and team up together, I could never do this without her. You know what I mean? And vice versa. Like, we need each other.
Yeah.
It's like, we need to be two of us.
But I mean, as far as like some other productions, like, okay, so light kits. I remember when we first started doing this, and they're like, well, you need lighting. And we're like, what? Lighting? What are you talking about? And they're like, yeah, you need a light kit. We're like, okay, great. Well, how much is that?
Diva light kit. How much is that?
They're like, oh,
$3,000.
$3,000. And we're like,
so what did you do? What did you do?
So we went on Amazon.com and bought a studio
portrait lights for school pictures or something. It works great. It was $120 with a bounce and the clamps and everything.
And it looks great.
2 lights.
And it works incredibly. We've shot in the dark and it totally worked, and it was $150. So, do a little research if you're looking for, even cameras and stuff
ask
like that.
people for advice. Reach out. That's how we found out about that. Is we were like, well, do you have any other tips if we don't have $3,000?
What about a camera?
Luckily, we work with somebody that has a camera.
Yes.
So that kind of helped us out a lot. But what's great is we've used flip cameras, and they're all HD, and I have a little Canon.
I was going to say, her Canon is amazing.
Yeah, I have a Canon PowerShot S95. It works amazingly.
What was the process like for you going from blogging for years to creating a video series out of what you do?
I mean, we always kind of wanted to do video. Honestly,
Always.
it's just that the time changed a little bit. You know, flip cameras started coming out.
Yeah.
Cameras, it was easier to edit. Like, things just got simpler. Now it's so much easier to delve into videos right now on YouTube and the audience. I think it was just kind of waiting for it to be our time.
Yeah.
And we've been working on our blog for 5 years now,
Wow.
and kind of slowly building, watching our audience grow and grow and grow. And then Mary's right. Finally, we're like, you know what? We need to do videos. So we started with a weekly show called Tipsy Tuesday, where we give a household. There's no audio because we can't afford a sound guy. You know, like
we just mime it out, but we have a good time.
Yeah,
It's fun.
and we give these like little tips, household tips, fashion beauty tips, and we're always drinking. So.
No audio?
No audio.
But they're really short, they're fun, but we have amazing music, and it's actually all custom made, so
Yeah.
it has like our names in it and
Interesting.
stuff. It just helped us. If we hadn't even done those little clips and stuff, we would never be doing probably the hot list. It just gave us such a platform to do, to do this show that's so amazing, that's produced, that we get to go to on a weekly basis. So it's been good.
And to
so.
bring our audience there. That's what's great too, is like we're constantly all sharing audiences, and that's a big thing. Like if you can collaborate with other YouTubers and bring other gurus on your show, and they all just self-promoting and promoting each other, and that's huge for building an audience.
And that's what's so great about YouTube, is it's not like you're fighting for one specific time, like television or something. There's all the time, there's 24 hours a day. It doesn't leave, it's always there. So there's no competition. Like, you can easily direct someone here and direct someone there and collaborate, and it's not like you're going to lose your audience. It's just going to expand.
Yeah.
I think that's really, really cool.
It is really cool. It's not like television. I'm really excited.
the point.
That's the point. But I'm so excited to see kind of where this goes
Yes.
and what ends up happening with all this online content. It's so cool.
Let's talk about timing of upload.
It's always in the morning,
Yeah.
because we always want to be, for the East Coast to be able to see it. So the hot list goes up at 6 a.m. California time. So
Every Friday.
every single Friday, so that 9 a.m. in New York you can watch it. And I'm so funny. I wake up in the morning in bed.
Oh my gosh, on my little
Yeah.
iPhone, and I'm like checking how many
In
views,
bed,
going
I'm, like,
back, like what's
making
going
my
on.
boyfriend. I'm like, okay, it's Friday morning. It's 7:30. It's up. It's been up. Let's watch it. And it's fun.
It's really fun.
But that's another great tip too. Is like to
Wake
be
up to the
really
hot list.
consistent. yeah.
And of course, wake up to the hot list.
And of
Yeah.
course,
Friday.
wake up to the hot list.